Welcome back to What Do You Got? With three certified ball knowers or ball not knowers, depending on how you look at us. But we talk about the fun shit, not just the stats themselves. But speaking of that, someone said you touched on this earlier, but I wasn't a part of it. Tom Brady cloned his dog.
Yeah,
I don't know.
kind of wild.
kind of wild. So right here, this says his current dog's name is Junie, who is a clone of his late dog Lua, who died at the end of December 2023 by a biotech company named Colossal Biosciences, and Brady's an investor in that company. So sounds like he just used his dog as a test run here to see if that worked out. My question to you would be, would any of you ever clone your dog?
No, it's weird.
Hell no.
Hell no. Like, you get one fucking life. Once you die, you die. You're not coming back. That's weird as fuck.
Wouldn't you want like a different dog too? Like I'm like a new personality, not like the same exact
You do
thing.
the same exact dog for your whole life. That'd be kind of sick.
Exactly. That new dog's gonna come in. He's gonna act like your old dog. Well, he might not act like your old dog. That's the problem. He might just be like a completely new like personality in your old dog's body. I'd be like, what is going on? Have you ever seen the meme? It was King of Queens. There was an episode of King of Queens back in the day where Kevin James' character believed that his dog lived till he was 28, and every time his dog would die, literally his parents would keep getting him a new dog and acting as if it was the same one, and he didn't like realize it till he genuinely thought the dog was 28 years old. And his dog's name was Rocky, so they're going through like there were like 4 or 5 dogs in there. He's like, so this is Rocky 3, and they're like, he's like Rocky 4. He's like, the dog kept getting like hit by cars and like just dying early and stuff. It was so funny, bro. But that's nuts. I guess when you have that money, you can do whatever you want. He's got to be living his best life, right? I mean, he does whatever he wants.
Brady
Tom
or
Brady.
Kevin James or the
Tom Brady, Kevin James.
I'm so confused.
Probably Brady, but Kevin James has been on my TikTok recently, acting like he's like a school teacher. He's got like a school teacher Instagram account.
All right, my house is about to burn down.
It's got to be Ozzy cooking in there.
We're good. Don't worry, fellas. We're good.
Yeah, but honestly, either of them living their best life. You can do whatever you want when that's the case. Last week we talked about the ACC. Baldwin, man, college football. It's hard to win 12 straight games. I don't know if you.
I don't know why you keep shouting me out on that.
Whatever's supposed to happen is not necessarily always going to happen. Georgia Tech loses to NC State. That's pretty nuts. I don't really know how to feel about C.J. Bailey, man. I mean, one week he looks like Jesus, and one week he looks like he has no idea what's going on. He might end up transferring to a big school, to be honest. I mean, he's still pretty young. He looked damn good, but Haynes King, 500 total yards, couldn't win. That's brutal.
Insane.
That's insane.
He is the whole team.
It's like Flacco throwing for 470 on the Bears the other day, and he came out with the loss.
That was the worst. Was the worst but greatest football game ever played. But yeah, no, I don't know. That's crazy. Haynes King is so slept on in the Heisman conversation.
Not anymore.
Like,
He's fast asleep in the Heisman competition now.
Well, yeah, if he was undefeated, he would have been up there, but
He's pretty damn good.
Oh yeah, not taking that away from him. Dude, he's been a stud this year. It's kind of funny because I mean he was so bad at Texas A&M. He's like the new Bo Nix.
What?
Remember when Bo Nix was just trash at?
I don't remember Bo Nix ever being bad in his football career. I don't.
at Auburn, he was not the best.
He was a meme, bro. They brought in T.J. Finley to possibly replace him at Auburn.
I know. He was low key buns at Auburn, but then he went to Oregon. He was decent. Now he's on the Broncos, and we're the most underrated team in football, hottest team in football. That's about it. But yeah, back to Bo Nix in college football.
Yeah, he's a stud. Well, now the ACC. I mean, there's still 5 teams with 1 loss, and then obviously undefeated Virginia. Seems like Georgia Tech still has a tiebreaker, and they would be in the ACC ship as of right now. So they still got everything they want in front of them. we'll see how that goes. They got that tough game against Georgia, though. I don't think that has anything to do with
It has
conference
nothing to do with their
standings.
odds or at all. It won't affect them in the ACC, but it will affect their overall record.
Their
Obviously,
overall record.
yeah.
So yeah, I mean that's kind of tough though, because say you go in there and you're undefeated going into Georgia, you lose that one, and then you lose the ACC ship. Well, now they probably still could have been in, but now they probably won't be if they lose
Well,
the
now,
ACC ship.
I mean, for Georgia Tech, their path is insanely clear. Win the ACC. That game against Georgia really probably is not going to mean that much. A one-loss ACC. Who knows if they'll even get in if they don't win the ACC, right? So their mindset has to be win the ACC and take all question marks out of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean yeah, it's
I know what
pretty
you're
simple,
saying.
I guess. Went out.
Yeah.
But
No,
I'm
they
also
don't have
seeing
to.
that's also they might necessarily not have the tiebreaker because Louisville and SMU are still only 4-1 in the ACC, where Georgia Tech and Pitt are 5-1. So that's why they have the tiebreaker right now. So they might not necessarily be in. But damn, we'll see, dude. I mean, that's crazy. That's crazy. And then the other ACC team, Miami. Shit,
Tough
bro.
one.
3 weeks ago, Miami looked like a surefire top 3 team. This is nuts. November Miami collapse. Cristobal cannot beat the late season allegations. And Carson Beck, I would like to formally apologize to, anything. I will take back everything I've ever said about Carson Beck. Once again, throwing somebody else under the bus. He's just there for that nil money and the pussy. Let's be real.
So he's 2 for 2 on losses, throwing people under the bus. What a clown.
Yeah, he was like, what was he saying? He said, they just
I
kept
just
calling
run
the
the
same
plays
plays.
better
I
ball
just
or
run
something
them.
like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, he's terrible. Like, he's the worst human ever. Like, I hate Carson Beck so much. Like, he's so annoying. Like, I'm gonna go to Georgia. I'm gonna be good. Then I'm gonna suck. Then I'm gonna get my second chance at Miami, which is amazing. I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna be good. Then I'm gonna suck. And as soon as I start playing bad, I blame everybody else. And then I cheat on one of the Cavender twins. And how often do we talk about the Cavender twins on this show? It's kind
Hot
of
topic. Literally. Hot topic.
We talk about them all the time.
All the time.
Wow.
Well, this is playing into the Carson Beck celebrity prediction, though, really well. Because his NFL stock's not looking great anymore. So now he is a ticking time bomb.
No one gives a shit about Carson Beck.
Yeah, but once he starts dating somebody big soon, bro.
What if
I'm
he
telling
doesn't?
you,
He doesn't.
2 years ago, he's out of the league, breaks up with the girl, he's back in the news, bang, he's a celebrity now.
No. He's gonna be forgotten. He's gonna be forgotten behind. He's not gonna be
He's going to be working a 9 to
celebrity
5.
because he hooked up with Charlie D'Amelio. Like what?
I got a feeling Carson Beck will not be working a 9 to 5. My bold prediction, considering his bank account. He's probably a little an ego or two inflated for that. He's going to be an investor, maybe a day trader or something, yapping on TikTok to join his course.
That's
my
take
prediction.
Carson Beck course for sure. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, dude. I mean, if Carson Beck had to teach a course on TikTok, what would it be?
How to throw 4 picks a game.
How to be a douchebag?
How to be a douchebag 101 would be a good one.
Yeah.
He already has the car to be like, guys, look at my car. Trust me.
And the stupid ass tattoo sleeves he's got on his legs and his arms.
It's part of the celebrity, man. It's part of the celebrity aspect.
He looks dumb. I'm not anti. I like tattoos, but not on Carson Beck. I think he looks dumb.
Jay, let's talk about the shades, man. We'll bring up Deion real quick.
Yeah.
Is he gonna be is Deion Sanders gonna be the coach of Colorado next year?
Dude, I have no clue. Like, I don't think they're gonna fire him. I think it'd be a dumb move to fire him. But I don't know if he wants to continue coaching after this. Because the Colorados put up no effort. They look terrible. Like, we kind of got to wait. I feel like we got to make a bowl game this year. Win out and show some promise with Juju Lewis. Maybe not win out, but, have a good end of the season with Juju Lewis to keep Deion around from just not, like, quitting. He's like, this fucking sucks. Like, I'm out of here. I don't need this anymore. My kids are gone. Like, he's too sick. He's got so many health problems.
I think Deion's coaching career has the same lifespan as Deion's foot right now. I think once the foot goes, he's out of there. Because
Yeah, that
it's
makes
hard to
sense.
imagine. It's hard to imagine Dion coaching with a peg leg at
Yeah.
Colorado when they're that bad.
Yeah, yeah, when they're terrible. They put up no fight, no effort. They look like shit. They roll over and die. It's pathetic. Caden Salter plays bad. Martin Luther Stubbs just had one decent game against fucking Delaware. I never thought he was the fucking truth. It's been terrible. It's been terrible. It's been bad. But we got Juju Lewis, so we had to put on the shades. I've also been hella distracted about how mirrored they are. I feel like it's an invasion of privacy because everyone can see my room through my sunglasses, and it's kind of tweaking me out.
Well, the other thing is he's just if Juju Lewis starts the rest of the year, they have wasted his red shirt. So I think Dion's also kind of thrown out his eligibility right there and his coaching career timeline. He's given us a heads up, like, yeah, guys, I don't have that much time left. I don't care about his 5 years of eligibility or whatnot. So
Well, I don't think Juju cares because that dude's going to the league after 3 because he's baller. So
we'll see. We'll see about that. I mean, is he still 17?
I believe so. Yes,
So he's in the minor of the year conversation right now.
he's leading that conversation. Who else would be
Yeah,
in the
Malachi
minor
Tony
league
was, but
conversation,
Malachi
I
Tony
think
was.
Malachi
He
Tony's
turned
17.
18. He
Malachi
turned
Tony's
18.
gotta be- Oh, he did turn 18.
He turned 18, so therefore he's now ineligible for the reward.
Yeah, for minor of the year.
All the stats from I think it was week 3 or 4 that he
Bro, it's
became
low key
18.
gotta be someone from the League World Series, bro.
Oh, Joey Giuliani. Maybe?
Yeah, that guy. That dude was a
Joey
baller.
Giuliani might be also up there for the minor of the year.
Yeah, he's got to be up there pretty high.
Absolute dog.
Yeah, he's a dog for sure.
Absolute dog. Well, it seems like Miami's probably cooked, right? Even if they win out, I mean, they need. The only scenario I can see them in is if now Louisville drops like 2 games before the ACC ship. Miami's not even in the ACC ship, but if they are 10-2 and start climbing back up the ranks, if they get close enough to Notre Dame, there is going to have to be that talk. Who should be ranked ahead, but I don't think
can we talk about that now? I don't understand how Notre Dame is so far ahead of Miami. Like
We
they
can.
have
Bad loss.
they have a head to head, but Miami beat them. Miami has the head to head. Miami has the better quality win.
So
Like I'm confused.
Miami
And
does
the
not have the
quality
better.
loss.
I
in
mean,
Louisville.
outside of the Notre Dame game, how do they have the better quality win?
They beat
Like,
Notre
obviously,
Dame.
they beat 'em
Who the fuck
head-to-head.
is Notre Dame beating outside of?
USC?
That's fair. But like they're what? They're 24th in the country, probably. Yeah, they are. Right?
I mean, it's better than anyone else. Miami's beating who? Florida?
Yeah. Well, they beat Florida. They beat probably USF.
Cool. Notre Dame beat Boise.
Yes.
I mean, it's just a bad loss. So I think that, if that does become a debate, I mean, I think you're just gonna have to look Deep Valley head to head over like a bad loss.
But yeah, at the end of the
Arguably two
year,
bad losses.
at the end of I don't understand how Miami is not above Notre Dame. Like why play the game? Why play the game if we're just gonna dismiss it?
So it begs the question: at what point does head-to-head go out the window? Like when is it
Why play the games?
justifiable for head-to-head to go out the window? Because to be honest, I personally think this is a spot where head-to-head can go out the window because I think once 3 teams are involved, that's when it becomes more than just head-to-head. Because now you have Louisville beat Miami, who beat Notre Dame, but Louisville's also behind Notre Dame. So personally, for me, I don't like doing the math, but I think Louisville should be ahead of Notre Dame because when you look at the common opponents, like Louisville has the same win in the same place, 1 less loss, and a better win against that common opponent. So I think Louisville should be ahead of Notre Dame personally, but to be honest, I don't think Miami should be ahead of ND right now because I think the way they're playing currently, like, kind of justifies that, to be honest. But at the same time, ND, like, dude, they're inconsistent throughout the game. Like, they've had a few pretty bad first halves. Their win this week, they low-key barely scraped by Boston College, who is awful. So there's a debate there, don't get me wrong. I would definitely put Notre Dame ahead of them just because simply they did compete with A&M, who is a top 3 team. But it's weird now because you have Virginia beating Louisville, who beat Notre Dame. Now, would I put Virginia ahead of Notre Dame? No. Would I put Louisville ahead of them? Yeah. So it's kind of weird. Like, but you can't put Louisville over Virginia because of that head-to-head. So it's like that's when you kind of have to start. There's so many like outside factors. The math is mathing, but it's like who's playing better right now? That's when you get more than two teams involved. I think that's when you got to start thinking who's playing better right now.
I get you.
I would agree. I mean, yeah, when you just have if it comes down to two teams at the end, like Miami or Notre Dame for the last spot, I still think they would give it to Miami just because of the head-to-head. But I doubt that's what's going to come down to at this point. I think it's going to come. Yeah.
But we also don't know what the playoff committee is going to do. That's the other thing is it could be completely different than the AP. Like Notre Dame might not be in the top 12. They probably will be, but there's a chance they're not.
Is that on ESPN tonight?
It is.
Fuck.
Yeah. There's that. Well, then there's also the debate like Texas. Like, should Texas be ahead of Notre Dame? Because now you have Texas.
I thought Texas looked so good. Sorry, I didn't mean to hop in, but I had to say it.
No, you're so fine. They did. They looked great. And for some reason, Oklahoma's ahead of Texas by 2 spots. That's the one where I'm like, what are we doing? Because those are two teams. 2 teams that played each other, same record, 11-13. How is that adding up right now?
I get you. Yeah, I get what you're saying exactly.
Because it's not like, I mean, yeah, Oklahoma lost to Ole Miss and then Texas. And then Texas lost to Florida, which is a bad loss, but their other loss is Ohio State. And they beat Oklahoma. So, like, I don't know what is going through their head. That's where I get really confused. I get Oklahoma had a really big win. Don't get me wrong. We'll get into that a little bit later. You guys know how I feel about them, too. And more than likely, they're not going to finish strong. They have to win out against some crazy teams. So it's like you're sitting there. More than likely, Oklahoma's going to have a worse record than Texas at the end of the year.
Does Oklahoma have to win out, though?
Wait, I have another question.
For sure,
Oklahoma has to win out. Do you think they don't?
You were the one telling me earlier. You don't know what's about to happen. What if teams just start losing? Falls in place for them. Then you have a debate. Oklahoma's probably better than some other 10-2. Like Oklahoma versus a 10-2 Washington.
A 9-3 Oklahoma versus 10-2 Washington, whose only losses are Michigan, Ohio State, and then they have a win against Oregon.
Yeah, that one might be back.
Washington's getting in.
They probably be. That means they have to be Oregon in the last week. But I'm just saying, you start getting debates. Then I feel like if the shit starts falling in place.
I don't think there's going to be a 3-loss team in. I know Clemson was in last year with 3 losses. That's because they won the conference. But I don't think you're getting in this year with 3 losses, especially because SEC is so jam packed. Like there's going to be 4 teams, at least 4 teams that only have 2 losses in the SEC this year. More than likely. But good for Arch, man. Arch looked like that concussion protocol. Arch looked like the concussion protocol unretarded him last week and turned him into that stud. And turned him. He fixed him like when Joe Burrow got smacked in that UCF game, came back and won the Heisman the next year. Getting similar vibes right now. You look good, man.
Yeah.
Did you see how close Vandy was to recovering that onside kick? I know we didn't watch the game, but did you see the clip?
Yeah.
I did see the clip. That was fucking bad.
Yeah, dude. I don't know how they didn't get that.
That's some shit in NCAA football 26 where I'm losing my damn mind at my TV.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
Yeah. Wait, no, but this is what I want to pull up. With Texas's remaining schedule, which includes Georgia and Texas A&M, they currently sit at a 54% chance to make the playoffs with 2 losses already. Am I the only one who finds that a little crazy? Like, that's really nuts. High. That's high for a team who's got to play 2 top 5 teams. You know what I'm saying?
It's really high.
I agree.
I'm with you. But they look good, dude. And Georgia doesn't look great. Georgia survived again, man. Again for another week.
They always find a way.
Look at their games. Georgia, they barely escaped Tennessee. They barely escaped Auburn. They barely beat Ole Miss after getting whooped the entire game, and then barely escaped Florida. Like, you're sitting there as a Georgia fan, like, you're losing a few years off your life every single week. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And Stockton.
They find a way to win.
Dude, find a way to win. That's what Kirby does. Kirby's still the top dog. They still get treated like they're Georgia because they are. I mean, no one wants to play them. Let's be real. And Gunnar Stockton is just, he's so passive with the football. He is so afraid to throw picks that he will just tuck the ball and run. And that's why they're winning, because he's not turning the ball over, and they're Georgia. If you don't turn the ball over, you're probably going to win. You're probably just the better team. So,
and shout out that I had Florida +7. Shout out that Neal at the end.
Oh,
that probably would have made the score look a little better too.
Big time win.
That was big time. If you're on the other side, that's a rough one. What game was it, Tom, that Mahomes did that?
The Jets. He did that against the Jets 2 years ago. To same thing, +7, +7.5 around there. Pretty nuts. Well, the playoff rankings do come out tonight, though. What's one thing you think the committee is either going to get completely right or just swing and miss on?
The group of 5.
What do you mean by that?
I think they're going to get so disrespected.
You don't think there's going to be one ranked or what?
I really don't. Yeah, I think there's going to be maybe one group of 5 team ranked. Like I think there should be multiple group of 5 teams ranked, but I don't even know if I don't think there's going to be a single one that should be ranked. Like that's going to be ranked.
Over who though?
Well, I think North Texas probably should be ranked. That's quality football team right there. Memphis.
Yeah, North Texas got whooped by South Florida. It's now like South Florida should be ranked over North Texas.
Exactly. And if North Texas should be ranked, then I think so should South Florida.
So you think there should be 3 group of 5 teams ranked right now?
I do.
That's kind of crazy.
I would put them all. I would put them at 23, 24, 25. But yeah.
That's kind of crazy. So, some exciting news about the group of 5, Jay. We will be at the game on Friday. Tulane takes on Memphis.
Oh, that's a good one.
We will be there.
Dude, you fucking lucky bastards. That's awesome.
We will be there. We will be in M-Town cheering on the M-Town heroes.
You guys rooting for M-Town or Tulane?
I don't know yet.
Well, who are you going to bet on? Like, that's who you root for.
That is who I'm probably going to root for.
I feel like you got to go. Tulane +6 looks kind of nice.
When you're going, you got to support the home team, when you're going to a new stadium.
So the home team.
I could end up supporting M-Town.
Yeah. But speaking of the home team, what was up with you guys were at the game. What was up with the belt to ass shit you guys were doing at Ole Miss? Why was that awesome? And second, can we please make that a tradition?
Ole Miss, belt to ass, new tradition. It's official. We expect to win in Oxford nowadays. You didn't rush the field against number 3 LSU when you beat them. Obviously, LSU has gone a different direction, but
still,
it just happened, man. It just people started taking them off. They're wearing the khakis and the polos with the belts on. It's easy. That's the thing. We beat Georgia last year. It became belt to ass. We whooped them, right? And now we're playing mid-tier SEC teams, beating the hell out of them. We're going to go belt to ass. We're going to celebrate big-time wins. And I think that's Lane just getting them fired up. Like, we haven't earned anything yet. So keep playing. Keep dogging. Don't take anyone for granted. And we didn't. And they beat the hell out of Lenore Sellers in South Carolina. And Lenore Sellers looked terrible, man.
He looked so bad.
Awful. He was getting pressured all night. He had a few throws on the run where it was like the guy was wide open. I get you're on the run. You're under pressure. But he just missed them. Once again, don't know how that guy's still in top 10s in mocks. Like, what are we doing?
He's so projectable. It's Anthony Richardson 2.0, Tom. That's why.
He might be. He had a nice throw. He's pretty wide open in the end zone, about 50 yards downfield. But other than that, he was under duress all night. The Ole Miss defense showed up and showed out.
Yeah, they scored 7 points outside of, they fumbled a punt, scored from, the 15, and they scored 7 points outside of that. So that's why South Carolina fired their OC after the game.
And Ball, did you like the belt to ass celebration?
Dude, I wish I had a belt on me. I could not join in because I was not wearing a belt. But
I like wearing a belt at the next home game.
I will be.
Respect.
This Saturday, Citadel, baby.
I would assume we're gonna bring that back this week against the Citadel. Considering
the Citadel is technically a service academy, so
but you do it twice.
You gotta show some love.
You do it. Hey, Citadel kept it close with Bama that one year. They had the Nick Saban. They interviewed him before the game during the week, and they were like, "Are you gonna sit Tua this week? Just let him rest." He's like, "Are you guys saying we're not playing an opponent?" He's like, "No, Tua's gonna play through that injury." They're tied at halftime. Ended up beating the hell out of them. But if Ole Miss beats the hell out of Citadel, I'm assuming those belts are coming back out to start the tradition.
I respect it. I respect it. Love it.
Um,
Thanks for going on that side detour with me, guys. I appreciate that more than you know.
Tennessee went down pretty badly this weekend at home in the black unis against Oklahoma. You guys know how I feel about Oklahoma and how I thought Tennessee looked great against Kentucky. But Tennessee kind of shot themselves in the foot that game. When I was watching it, it just seemed like, I mean, you look at the box score, you got Mateer throwing for 150, no touchdowns and a pick, and then you got Joey Aguilar throwing for damn near 400 with 3 tuds. Had 2 interceptions. One of them was he was trying to push the ball downfield, trying to score before half. You can take that away, but they had a fumble, and Oklahoma returned that inside the 10. I don't know if you guys watched that play. That was an interesting play. The guy tore his hamstring during the run and just started walking during the return, and his buddy was keeping him up and pushed him an extra 10 yards. It was crazy, and it seemed so he picks up the fumble. He's getting tackled. He's just stiff-arming the guy for 10 yards, literally just walking while this guy's holding onto his arm, stiff-arming him for 10 yards. And then he starts running 15, 25 yards. Literally it starts walking. Everyone's like, what's going on? He's hobbling. His buddy's keeping him up. He's literally walking on the return with 4 blockers around him, fighting through. Greg Jennings putting a team on his back with a broken fucking leg, That was awesome. I would advise you guys looking that up if you haven't seen it.
Showing the heart, man. Gotta respect it. Tennessee.
You guys think Oklahoma has a chance, man?
Well, my thing is, I don't think they win out, but I really don't it's an outside shot. But if you do go 9-3, chips fall the right way. They are one of the teams that, with the schedule, can do it at 9-3. I think they're going to be ahead of. I mean, I don't know. They're probably not going to be ahead of any 10-2 SEC team. That becomes the issue. I can't really think of one off the top of my head.
Yeah.
So that's probably the issue. But ACC wise, last year, they kept in SMU after losing to Clemson. What happens this year in the ACC? Are we sure that doesn't happen? I know it didn't happen last year where they didn't punish teams. But what happens if an ACC team gets whooped in championship or even Big 12? I mean, the Big 12, it's probably only going to be one team how it's going to play out. But I just feel like they're not done if they lose one more to a tight game.
See, I'm the opposite. I think that the Big 12 has more of a chance to get 2 teams in than the ACC does right now. Because the Big 12, how it's going to shake up is Texas Tech. People are going to respect the loss to ASU if Texas Tech runs the table. So here's the situation that would go on. I think more than likely Texas Tech is going to beat BYU this week. And if that happens and then both of them win out, they're both 11-1 going into the Big 12 title game. Now let's say BYU wins and they're 12-1, only lost to Texas Tech. Texas Tech has 2 losses, but they beat BYU earlier on in the season. And then people are going to respect their loss to ASU because ASU was in the playoff last year, and they're kind of a respected program because of that. I think both of them get in at that over an ACC team with 2 losses, considering who their losses would be to. I think the losses would be better for those teams than whoever loses the ACC title game. That's where I'm leaning, though. I don't know if necessarily that's the case because, like I said, that situation might not happen. But
yeah, I get what you're saying. I mean, for me, at Oklahoma, I think if they run the table, they have to be in. I don't think they will run the table, but if they run the table, they're 100% in the playoffs without a question. I don't think you can even argue that.
Yeah, their season's in front of them. They still have everything alive right now.
Yeah.
But
I'm glad. Okay. Glad we all agree.
They got to play Alabama. To be honest, guys, I don't think Mizzou's going to take that big of a downgrade at quarterback. Bo Prib hasn't been playing that great as of late, and they've still been winning.
They got a big one.
Seems like he could throw the ball, and they still have Ahmad Hardy, man, who can run the hell out of that thing. So, we'll talk about it Thursday. But
got a big one this week.
I don't think A&M has a gimme this week whatsoever.
No. Neither does Oregon. That's actually the team I want to talk about that I think the committee's going to overrate. Like, who have they beaten outside of Penn State? Even if you're giving them credit for at the time being a big game, like, still. Like, I mean, I think you have to downgrade it a bit, knowing how bad Penn State's look,
Oh yeah.
even if you want to, like, value that. But that's who I think they're going to overrate, because who else have they beaten? And they low-key got whooped by Indiana. It was not a close game. Like, Indiana kind of separated itself in the second half. So that's the team I think the committee's going to have way too high. Like, I think Ole Miss should be ahead of them. Their resume, I think, is just better. But
I think Oregon's pretty good, to be honest. I get the resume thing.
yeah,
But I also think that Penn State team is a different Penn State team than even that UCLA played. I think, obviously, Penn State has just completely gone downhill, but it was like, they're number 2 in the country in the whiteout game. They're in that game. They win a tough game against, I think they did beat a top 10 team on the road, in my opinion. Like, they did, but then obviously looking back on it, some people would say they didn't. I think they did, and then Penn State let go against UCLA, and then against Northwestern was just like, God damn, we just lost to UCLA. So it's just kind of tumbled for them. But I think Oregon's good. Like I said, I had them winning the Natty. I'm not ready to give up on that yet. So maybe there's a little bias there. I think I ranked Oregon ahead of Bama.
no. See, I think Oregon's good too. Just resume wise, I don't think it's that good. I get your point of like that's a top 10 win and change the season, but I think you have to downgrade it a little bit either way. Like even if you're giving them credit for it, I just don't think resume wise they're better than some other teams. Like Bama's resume, I think is way better than Oregon's.
At the moment, yeah, Oregon's resume, I think they're gonna get overrated. But I think when they run the table, because I think they're really good. They got some big games. This Iowa game, the Washington game. Those are 2 very, very good football teams. I think you're gonna view them more as where they are now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, if they win those games, then
they're gonna be really high. But as of right now, they shouldn't be that high.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see what they do with it, but. 2 other teams eliminated from the playoffs this week, Cincinnati and Houston. Willie Fritz for Houston, is he potentially listening to some of these other jobs? I mean, there's a lot of freaking openings. That guy's had success at a lot of different places. Bringing Houston this far, it wouldn't shock me if that guy got a pretty good job somewhere in the SEC. That's a guy I could see going to Arkansas, where it's like he doesn't need the money. He's proven he doesn't necessarily need the money. Everyone needs the money to some extent, but if they're really not going to give it to him, I think that's a guy that could somewhat get Arkansas, to at least the 8-win, 9-win season, potentially, even without it. So that's another thing. I mean, we saw with Tulane, clearly Summerall's looking at other jobs because that loss to UTSA was brutal. They got their asses kicked. And I think it could be happening with Houston. And then when it comes to Cincy, to be honest, I don't really know why they were looked at that great. It was probably the Iowa State win. They lost to Nebraska, man, who hasn't looked great. And then Iowa State has now completely tumbled as well.
The only thing I didn't like you said, Cincy is not eliminated. Obviously, a lot of things, but they have 1 loss in the Big 12, and they play BYU in a couple weeks. So let's say BYU's a 10.5-point underdog. Let's just say assuming Texas Tech wins. Even if they don't, that gives Texas Tech 2 losses. Since he still has 1, and if BYU loses, then they still have a shot to beat BYU later. Then if they control their own destiny basically to get into the Big 12 still. That's basically what I'm saying. So if they win the Big 12, they're not done. I mean, I don't think that's going to happen, but Cincy is definitely still alive, I feel like.
Well, yeah, because they got the automatic bid stealer in the Big 12. Yeah, I agree.
True. I didn't even think about that. I don't think it's going to happen, dude. I'm not really buying in on Cincinnati.
I'm not in on Cincinnati at all, but they could still technically it won't happen, but they could. You can eliminate them.
Another big question is who the committee's going to rank number 1 tonight. Who do you guys think?
I think if we're going purely off this season, which is what it should be, it's Indiana.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you guys saw this. It was like CFB Kings dropped like what they've done in past years, about reigning champs. And it was kind of, they always put the team with the better resume ahead of them. Like a couple of years ago, I think it was like Georgia was like third in the first rankings, and there's a couple others in there too.
Because Tennessee was one, right?
What was that?
Yeah, with
They
Hendon
ranked
Hooker and
Tennessee
Jaden
one.
Hyatt.
Yeah. So I mean, based off past years, I would assume Indiana, but I don't know. But for some reason, I do think it's still gonna be Ohio State, just because like they haven't done anything wrong the whole season. They've just beat every team they played.
They've beaten the hell out of everyone they played.
Yeah.
And this game against Penn State, I think, just awoken a beast, man. Because they came out in that second half fire, and they let Julian Sand just start slinging the ball all over the field. And he looked good. He looked good, dude. And Carnell Tate looks good, dude. And Jeremiah Smith looks good, dude. I don't know if you saw that debate going on, like, does Ohio State have the best 4 players in college football? I wouldn't go that far, but to be honest, they got 4 of the top 8 or 10. And that's not even talking about linemen. I don't know anything about linemen, but I'm assuming they got some pretty damn good linemen in there too.
Dude, that's not even talking about their quarterback either.
That is talking about their quarterback. Is Julian Sand, Caleb Downs, Carnell Tate, and Jeremiah Smith.
Oh, I'm stupid.
Dude, Julian Sand looked good.
I was thinking about the first 3.
Yeah.
I was like, it's just Carnell Tate, Julian Lewis.
They let that boy sling, and he looked damn good. Like, for anyone that says Julian Sand would be a boring Heisman winner, he does have the stats, dude. He's got the stats, bro. He was 20 for 23 with like 4 tuds, man. That's absurd.
He's efficient.
And when he threw the ball more than 30 yards down the field, it was on the money.
Is he your Heisman favorite?
For sure. I mean, at this point, the Heisman's going to come down to the Big Ten championship, realistically. Unless there's some freak scenarios. Like, I don't even think Marcel Reed has the stats. He's got a lot of turnovers, to be honest. Like, I think
Ty Simpson could get really hot.
Ty Simpson's probably still in it. He's probably the only other one. I
think there's one other guy who has like an outside chance, and that's if Trinidad Chambliss he would have to go berserko. But if he won these last 3 games and he put up 5 tugs in each or some shit like that, I could see him sneaking his way to New York, honestly.
I think they're going to do too much with Kawan Lacey. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Like, he just had more rushing yards than Trinidad had passing this past game.
Trinidad was a little off last game, so Keewan's a beast. The great one. Shout out Scott.
The great one. But the number 1 team I wouldn't want to play right now is Ohio State. And that's for damn sure. But Indiana has, week after week is just being accused of rape and then convicted of it,
They're bad, dude.
They are bad. I mean, that is a team. We talked about the Ole Miss belt to ass. I know we mentioned earlier the undefeated thing. Like, that's just one team that when they don't play anybody, you're pretty confident they're not going to lose a game that they shouldn't.
Yeah, dude. They murder teams that are worse than them.
They murder them, dude. They murder them.
Like, if you're not better than Indiana, you're gonna leave that field knowing that Indiana was the much better team, and you guys fucking suck. Like, Indiana disrespects people. It's crazy. Kurt Cignetti's the man.
They're like, you know what? You can't stop Fernando. We'll throw Alberto in there.
Yeah.
Let him do the same exact thing. How about that? Tom Brady cloned his dog. Kurt Cignetti cloned his quarterback.
Good on Kurt Cignetti.
Good on him, man. Like, do you think, 18 to 20 years ago, Kurt Cignetti was like, all right, this is the chosen one. Let's get his genes and let's just pop out another Mr. and Mrs. Mendoza. Because god damn, they did. And Indiana's got they have a high-rated 4-star. He was like the highest-rated quarterback recruit Indiana's got in a while. He's like 6th or 7th. Didn't mean to do that, but 6th or 7th ranked recruit in the country committed there, and he's not going to sniff the field. I didn't even hear of Alberto Mendoza until he went in the game. I didn't see him on a recruiting website one time. Like, what? Where did Alberto Mendoza come from?
Where did Fernando Mendoza come from? That's the better question. They both came out of the fucking woodwork. As Chad Powers would say, I guess we all come out of the woods, but they definitely came out of nowhere, dude. Dogs.
It's insane, and they're just the most efficient players of all time.
That's an elite family.
Literally, let's actually look this up. Alberto Mendoza's recruiting profile.
I bet he was like a 3-star recruit, and he's a sophomore.
So Alberto Mendoza he's a sophomore, and he was a 3-star. He was the 1,400th nationally ranked commit in the country in 2024, and he went right to Indiana. He started his career there, so maybe that's how they got Fernando there. But god damn, man, he's a stud.
Yeah, it's crazy.
All right, should we get into the trivia?
Yeah. I think I kind of cooked with this, but I also totally might have fucked it up. But it's kind of fun. All right, I need both of you guys to go get a pen and paper. Go.
Wow.
Oh, I thought I had one on me.
You're not using your phone because we're fucking better than that. Even though I'm using my phone because fuck you guys. But you guys can't look. I can't look at my sunglasses. You guys can't see me.
I can't look at my phone at all.
No phone at all. I don't trust you assholes.
I like to look it up, see the teams. Oh, let's see this.
Oh yeah, we're.
All right, I'm ready.
Tom is not ready. Balder, congratulations. You win.
Maybe this will be my only dub of the trivia.
It's over. You win.
I like to erase things, man. It took me a while to find a pen. All I got is pencils.
A pencil would have worked, man. We're not that sticked here, would it? I'm the What Do You Got pod. All right, welcome to What Do You Got trivia. We're gonna turn this into a game show. All right, today's episode is brought to you by Guy Sports Network. Love you, White. All right, let's get it started. So, ever since the start of either the BCS era or the college football playoff era, there have been 7 different teams to win multiple national titles. Can you tell me who the 7 teams are and how many national titles each team won? I will give you a hint. There are two teams who stand alone, and no one else has won as many national and who stand alone. Like they don't have anyone who they're tied with in national titles. And then the other 5 are all tied with the same number of national titles. That's the
So
only hint.
the teams that have multiple natties.
There's only 2. There's only 2 teams with them also with more than 2 national championships.
Okay. But name every team since the BCS that's won.
Yes, to have multiple national championships. 7 of them.
Can we get the exact date when the BCS became a thing? Because I'm thinking like
05, right? No.
I'm thinking 2004.
I looked it up, but this didn't seem right. I looked up, it said 1988. But I thought it was 05.
There's really only been 7 teams that's won it.
No,
not
I had
88.
multiple.
Okay, that's what I thought.
But I think I might have fucked it up. 1999 was the first year. I asked ChatGPT to help me out. So me and ChatGPT might have messed it up. See if I'm right.
You said there's only 2 teams with more than 2?
Yeah.
I fucked this up. Can't think of the last
I
team.
looked it up, and I think I'm kind of right.
So this is since '88. Just one more time, clarify.
Yeah.
And 2 teams have more than 2.
Well, technically, there's since '89. No, it started in '89. No, '88. No, '98.
I was about to say, since '89, there's got to be more than 7.
I'm sorry. Hey,
Since '98?
Yeah, '98. We'll have to tell White to edit out.
Is this counting the split year?
Yes. Or maybe, I don't know. Tom, what year was that?
03?
Yes, it was. Let me know when you boys are getting there.
I'm at 6. Can't get the last team.
I have 7. I'm just trying to figure out what team has more than 2.
There's 2 of them.
I know one of them.
I know, I was going to say, one of them is pretty damn easy, but who's the other one is the great question. Low-key didn't know it either when I looked it up.
I'm between 3 teams right now, 3 programs.
All right, and while you guys do this, I'm going to explain the scoring system. Got it? Here's how the scoring system's very simple. Everything is worth 1 point. So let's say if you guess the team with the most national titles, if you get it right, that's a point. If you get the number of national titles right, that's also a point. Got it? And then down the list. So only 1 and 2 are worth multiple questions, and the rest is just down the list. Ball, and how we feeling? Let's hear the thought process a little bit.
Well, I think one of my teams could be wrong, first of all. I can't remember if they won 2.
Who is it? I'll give you a hint. Maybe I won't.
Did Florida go back-to-back? That I can't remember. Nice hint.
I don't know. Do you really think I was going to fucking help you out, Baldwin?
Oh, you just exposed my thought process, man.
Tom, now you got to expose your thought process, just for the people at home.
I'm pretty confident in my 7 teams.
All right, Baldwin, we wait for you.
I'm ready to rip it. I think I might be wrong, but I'm ready.
It's just the one that has more than 2 is like where I'm sitting between 3 different teams.
All righty. Baldwin, you got your all.
I know it's one of those. I'm kind of down between 2 of them now.
You got all 7 of your multiple national title winners locked in.
Yeah, I think I'm wrong. But
we're gonna go from bottom up to the top.
Oh.
So we're gonna start with the 5 teams that have 2 national titles. We'll start with.
Do we have to show our papers or what?
Yeah, put them up on the screen.
Well, I have them written near the other ones too. Does that matter?
Other ones? Doesn't matter.
The 2 that separate them.
Doesn't matter. You guys aren't allowed to change it up. Let's see. Baldwin, congratulations.
They won 7? I have them at 5.
Wait, no. You guys are all wrong. This is terrible. Well, all I see is your homework. Why couldn't yours been so pretty like Tom's? All right, we're going to go Tom's first.
I'll read them off. You want me to read them off?
Yeah, we're going to read them off. I forgot I'm dyslexic and can't read. All right, we're going to start with this. Tom, who was your 1?
Alabama.
Congratulations, Tom. You have 1 point. Baldwin, who's your 1?
Bama.
You guys both have a point. Now, neither of you guys write down 6 for number of national titles.
Damn, I put 7.
I put 5.
All right.
Saban won 6, right?
I believe so.
And then he won 1 at LSU. So
that's what. No, yeah, you're right.
So you guys both have 1 point. Now, did either of you guys guess the team with 3 national titles?
Ohio State.
It's now Ohio State.
It's LSU, isn't it?
It is LSU. So not
What
of you
the
guys
fuck
got
was
that right.
another one?
So there's no points on that
Les
one.
Miles, Ed O, and Nick Saban.
Oh, Les Miles.
Now we are going to go down the list. For 2 national titles? Who put down Florida?
Me.
Me.
You both got. So you're both tied at 2 currently. Who put Ohio State for their 2?
Me.
I put
Well,
him
not
for 3.
2. I had him at 3.
Then you don't get a point.
All right, we tied, but just based off
Yeah,
Tom's
you
list
guys
I'm
tied.
looking at.
You guys tied. Congratulations. Now we go to the wheel of national champions. I spin it. I say the year. First to get it wins trivia brought to you by Guy Sports Network. Ready? My eyes are closed. Oh, this is a tough one. 1959.
All right, dude.
Nebraska.
No.
Georgia Tech.
No, but they're currently in the ACC.
Miami.
Think about who's good. Think about who's good back then.
Miami.
No. Running back.
I know it. I have my guess.
Who is it, Tom? Say it.
I have no clue. You can guess.
Syracuse.
Syracuse. Yes, sir, it is.
Wow, another L.
Damn, I can't believe I forgot Saban. I forgot he won one at LSU.
He did. 7 natties, 6 row. Bama.
So
It's
I
like
was.
Brady.
I didn't realize Saban had 7. That was my issue.
Well, he has 6 at Bama and then 7 total. All right.
So
and
wait, I thought we were counting the split year though.
We are.
Wasn't the split year Ohio State and Florida?
No.
USC.
LSU and USC.
Dang.
Yeah.
Are we sure Ohio State didn't win one in the early 2000s?
I'll look it back up. I don't remember seeing it.
So Urban only won 1 at Ohio State.
Ohio State won in 02,
Yes, that's 3, bro.
14, all in 2014. So they totally won 3. So them and LSU were tied with 3. So either way, you still tied.
Damn.
That list was also not from 1988. Let's just clarify that.
Yeah, it was.
No, it was 98.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Oh, I thought you said 88.
No, I said 88 at first, and then I changed it to 98.
Damn. Well,
Does that wrap it up?
we gave it our all, Baldwin.
Gave it our all. What do you got? Dang.